Hi, this is Morgan from MK Pythons. I wanted to do a short video on how to pick up and handle a defensive ball python. And this may work for other species of snakes, but some are a little bit more wily and likely to bite you once being held, but ball pythons usually don't. So I'm going to preface this by saying this is going to work specifically, most of the time with ball pythons. So I have a couple defensive snakes. They're not, ball pythons are not aggressive. They're defensive. Oftentimes when they're babies, they tend to be a little bit more defensive just because we're giant Godzilla coming to take them out of their home and they're protecting themselves. Usually if you do get a bite, there's something that you could have done to prevent it. And even if you do, they don't hurt. They're not venomous. So, kind of take it and move on, I guess, and learn from your mistake. So I have one here that is notoriously defensive. And we'll just do a couple of them. So you never want to approach from the front or the top. You also don't want to hesitate. If you're going to pick them up, you just want to go for it and pick them up. Usually I'll reach around to the back and I'll just pick them up. Once you're holding them, most of the time they'll relax and they are not likely to bite. This particular guy still sometimes will, but you just want to not move your other hand in front of their face or anything. If they're facing you, like he's looking at my recording hand right now, I could face him around the other direction. Now he's not looking at me anymore. Eventually they tend to calm down and then they'll kind of slither around or they'll just stay balled up. So, obviously if they're facing the opposite direction, you just pick them up. So let's take a look at a couple others. So this girl, she's sometimes a little bit defensive as well. Spider Mojave GHI, and she's also got the spider, so she's a little bit wobbly. So you could see she's looking at me. I'm not going to go from the front, I'm not going to go from the top, just going to reach around back. Now, she still wanted to kind of look at me, and I'm short, so I had a little bit of trouble getting behind her, but as you see, I didn't hesitate. I just reached in and I was able to get her. No strikes, nothing. She's still a little bit coiled up, but overall, just give her a second, she'll start to relax. Once she's being held, or any of these, once they're being held, they don't tend to strike then. So, let's see, what's another good one? Maybe our Black Magic here. Alright, so you could see right away she's looking at me. If I move my hand, she's following me. That's another reason you don't want to go from the front, and from the top just scares them. So I'll just come around back, and grab her. And then once I have her, kind of let her relaxed, support her body. And, she's still kind of a little tense right now, but she'll calm down and she'll start to relax at some point. Usually I don't just hold them with one hand, especially when they're a little bigger like this. I tend to try to support them a little bit better, but as you could see, she does pretty good. And now she's relaxed and she's moving and wanting to get out. And see, she's not wanting to strike me. She's just wanting to make sure I don't touch her head. So that's her. Go ahead and, so there's some sub-adults. We'll go ahead and go over to some babies. Excuse a little bit of a mess. And let me see, who's a little bit more defensive here. Okay, so here's a little pied. She's already looking like she's in strike mode. Now to reach to the back of her is a little bit more difficult because you see her back is against the back there. So I'm just going to come in and I'm not going to hesitate. I'm just going to pick her up. Once I'm picking her up, she's not going to strike. So anyways, this will work for most of them, and hopefully that helps any of you that are a little bit afraid to pick them up. That's that. Thanks for watching. Bye.